So hello, this is Debbie Skyrme, Celebrant Spain, and I am a celebrant in Spain. And I'm joined today by Sharon Munro, who's in Melbourne, Australia. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
So please introduce yourself. Tell us all about you.
Yes, Sharon Munro, based in Melbourne, Australia, and been a celebrant for a couple of years now. I've got a background in event management, so it all makes sense for me to be doing what I'm doing now. I love and bringing people together. You know, it's just such a wonderful job, isn't it?
Absolutely best job in the world. We get to the most fantastic locations. We see happy people. We make them even happier. And quite often we get a glass of champagne and they pay us. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's right. It's great. It's a lot of fun.
In Melbourne, what kind of venues can couples get married at, or what kind of locations do you go to for elopements?
So a lot of couples generally, or say typically, choose a really nice wedding reception venue, you know, that they've got the looks and they have a nice sit down meal and it's all very formal. But of course, these days, you know, they can't really do that. I'll say that's the majority. Obviously, you've got, you know, people can still do weddings at home or in the park or the beach. But with these days, it's really going with elopements. Of course, we're limited, especially in Melbourne. We're not allowed to leave our state. So we can't go off to Queensland. It's a popular elopement destination. So we're just doing it at home. We're just, you know, we're finding nice little parks or doing up the backyard and having the bare minimum, the 5 people that we need to have to make it legal. And, you know, because each week it's changing, as you know, all around the world.
Yeah, now that's the big difference between Spain and Australia, because I'm a celebrant of symbolic weddings. So people contract their legal marriage with their registrar, and then I officiate the ceremonial celebration. But you can do both, can't you? You can actually legally marry people in Melbourne.
Yes, so we have to go through a really, really stringent training for generally about eight months or so, and it's really quite in depth. It teaches us all the legals and how to do ceremonies. You know, it teaches us everything we need to know. So yeah, couples can come to us. We can complete the paperwork with them, and then we run with it. We ask them all about their love story. We take down their history. And then, you know, we conduct the ceremony. And then after the ceremony, after we've signed all the right paperwork, then I get to register it legally as well. So, yeah, we're a one-stop shop.
No, I think that's brilliant. And I'm really crossing fingers that the whole celebrancy world goes in that direction. I think Australia definitely leading the way there, so the independent celebrants are able to marry couples as well as celebrate their wedding ceremony. So cross fingers on that one. But I understand, although it's been a very strange year for us as celebrants, I understand it's actually been quite a kind year to you. Tell me all about the wedding panic buying that's been going on.
Yes, my personal business has actually picked up with work, which is really, really unusual during these times. So we call it lockdown 1.0, the first lockdown. You know, everyone went out panic buying their supermarket goods and just everything. They weren't sure what to expect, so they were a bit frightened. So my phone started ringing like more than it was usually, and I picked up 3 extra weddings. I had them done and dusted in, you know, about a 4 or 5 week period, you know, within the legal time frames. And they were elated. They were so happy.
Oh, yeah, that's wonderful. I think a lot of businesses, if they survive this year, they're really going to thrive. And I know I've been very lucky in that my business has expanded during lockdown because of rescheduled weddings moving to next year and all the new inquiries coming in. I've been able to train up some celebrants to have a team with me and support me so that we can cope with everything next year, because it's going to be busy next year, isn't it?
It is. It's going to be crazy, and I'm already hearing from brides that their DJs and their venues are already booked out. So they're I'm helping them try and find a different venue, or giving them new ideas how we can get around this. And look, I'm the same, Debbie, because I think it's your mindset. I've taken this as an opportunity, and I've sort of expanded my where I was going with my ceremonies. I'm really specializing in elopement ceremonies now, and I'm putting together those small packages because, as we know, love is not on hold.
Yeah, you can't lock down love. That's absolutely true. People are still getting engaged. So
yes.
Tell me about some of your favorite rituals. That's one of my favorite kind of learning curves when I'm chatting with celebrants. I'd love to hear about some of the rituals that you bring in. Is there anything in particular to where you live locally, for example?
Look, I think it really depends. I love being able to offer ideas and the creativity to couples. So, you've got all your standard type of rituals and traditions, and you've got, often a couple will have their flower girls and their page boys and, the kids involved in that way. And then you've got exchanging of rings and stuff like that. But I like to, one of my favourite ones is incorporating a rose ceremony.
Oh, tell me about that.
So one of the weddings I did recently in the panic buying weddings, the first gift that the groom ever gave to the bride when they were dating was a red rose. So I said, right, I've got the perfect thing for you guys. What we'll do is the first gift that you will exchange together will be a red rose, because that then has even more meaning to them, because that was the first gift, not, as just a dating. And then what we did was I then asked them to turn around and give their red rose to their mother-in-laws as their first gift as well. So they sort of passed it on.
Oh, that's lovely.
It was really touching.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. So,
yeah.
Tell me about this year, or tell me about a general year. For example, in Spain, we've got 320 days on average of sunshine a year. It's probably one of the longest wedding seasons in Europe. We're usually beginning of April to end of October, so a good 7 months, although we have weddings all year. What's the wedding season like for you? Where are the most popular months, for example?
Yes, yes, it's a very good question, and we certainly do have popular months, and they would be September to March. So from spring, summer, and autumn. Yeah, so they just the flowers are out, the sun's shining. The weather in Melbourne can still be a little bit hit and miss. Actually, quite often it's going to rain and then the sunshine comes out. So we always have to have a plan B.
Yeah,
always.
Belts and braces, absolutely. Yeah, even here with the sunshine, we always have the plan B in case it gets windy, because we're really close to Africa. We're only 14 kilometers from Africa across the sea, and we often get the desert wind coming over. So we've always got our plan B just in case as well. We don't want to get blown away.
Yes.
So,
yes.
It's been absolutely fantastic chatting with you. Would you like to tell everybody how they can find you? So your website, your social media, how can they connect with you, Sharon?
Yes, so my Facebook and my Instagram are both Melbourne Celebrant Sharon Munro. There's lots of information on there, and my website is sharonmunro.com.au. You can see my name and the spelling. Hopefully it should be on the screen there. And yeah, all my details, my phone number, emails, all that sort of stuff's on there. So yeah, send me a message and we'll get in touch. And if you want me to help you organise a wedding in Spain, I can put you onto the right people.
Well, likewise. I mean, if we have couples that are destination wedding couples and they want to get married with you, can they contract their marriage legally with you in Australia? Can I come across to Australia and you can marry me for real?
Yes, yes, absolutely. You don't have to be a permanent resident. We can still get you married here. Um, we can do, often we do that, you know, for couples going overseas to have their ceremony. We might do the legals here, and then they go off and they have their beautiful ceremony and receptions and celebrations wherever they're going to meet with family or just elope with
Oh,
themselves.
oh, fantastic.
What about you, Debbie? I just wanted to ask you as well. So, what are the popular sort of wedding destinations or, sorry, venues or locations in Spain?
Oh, we're so lucky. I'm in southern Spain. As I say, it's close to Africa, so we have a lot of Moorish architecture and influence. So we've got Moorish castles and palaces. Lots of beach weddings go on. We've got some fantastic locations. The Alhambra Palace is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, for example. And a little bit further inland, we have Cordoba and the Mesquita. And the Mesquita is a cathedral inside a mosque. It's amazing. It's incredible.
Wow.
So yeah, we have a lot of Moorish influenced venues, and we have cortijos, which are villas and farmhouses, and they're absolutely beautiful, like a Mexican hacienda, if you can imagine that. So yeah,
Yeah.
like you, there's a huge variety, something for everybody.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're a bit behind you guys with history and architecture, but yeah, we've still got, you know, we still make the most of it, and we've got lots of different varieties here too.
Yeah, no, I've seen some of your photos, and you get to some fantastic places. So thank you
Yeah,
so much for chatting with me. And
thank you.
we must hook up again sometime. So just to remind everybody that I'm Debbie Skyrme, and I'm Celebrant Spain. So Sharon, thank you once again very, very much, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Thanks so much, Debbie. See
Okay,
ya.
bye.